Alright, like I said, I'm not of the Khazars who are currently in Israel. The Gentiles are currently in Israel right now. They are digging up all the gold, digging up the treasures. I'm looking at the Philadelphia trumpet right here. They got Gerald Flurry and this lady right here. They're doing digs, finding the key of David. You know, they found the city of David. Finding all of the treasures. These are the Khazars. These are the Gentiles. They're Russians or Scandinavian peoples, British, Romans. You know, coming in, and they know the scriptures. These are the European Jews are coming in. They're not Hebrews. They're claiming the history and the religion of the Hebrews. They've learned everything, but they're going in really as tomb raiders. They're raiding the tombs, getting all the gold. Okay, this has been going on since the time of the Roman Empire first coming into Palestine. So all hell is breaking loose. So basically, all I want to say on this note is I belong to this sixth seal of Revelations, this 1,000-year period. Each seal is like 1,000 years. One day of God is 1,000 years to man. Okay, and the message that He gave to us at the sixth seal is this, and it's in the book of Revelation, chapter 3, 7 through 13. And I'll read it. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia writes, These things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth and no man openeth. I know thy works, behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and hast not denied my name. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which they that are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all of the world. So he's saying the whole world will be tempted, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Behold, that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is the New Jerusalem. That's where we're at right now. Headed towards the New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from God, from my God, and I will write upon him my new name. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. So that's the sixth seal. This is the favored church. And this was at Philadelphia. And this is why I've been studying about the ghost of Philadelphia and everything. Almon, Jordan, we come from across the Jordan River. This the people that came out of Egypt. At Passover, we came across the Jordan. And across the Jordan was the Ammonites, who were the high priest of Ammon in Egypt. And this is where King David got his information from the priest of Ammon, who were of the pharaohs, who had made a covenant with God. So they had already been in the land of Egypt and across the Jordan in Palestine. All of that land was originally belonging to the high priest of Ammon. Okay, and Ammon is in Jordan. Okay, that's where the key of David comes from, out of Egypt, with the pharaohs who had made a covenant with Israel. It was just until one day they knew not. One day a Pharaoh became king of Egypt who knew not Israel and knew not the covenant God made with Israel and with the pharaohs. So that's why it was transferred over to King David. Now, when the Jews did the same thing, when they fell out of God's grace, the Ammon priests later came to Jerusalem with the Queen of Sheba and took out the treasures out of Jerusalem because they belonged to the Egyptians. Okay, they belonged to the king of Egypt originally, Ammon, the high priest of Ammon. So that's why that was taken. Mary of Zion is in Ethiopia, which is Upper Egypt and Nubia. That belongs to all the gold that it took to build the Ark of the Covenant and build all the treasures that came with Moses, because Moses was king of Cush for 40 years. Israel came out of Upper Egypt, which is called Ethiopia, and they went into Palestine, went into Israel, the land of Canaan. And then they conquered those lands in former times, but when they lost that land, then it goes back to its original state. Just like the gold came out of Egypt, and the Hebrews came out of Egypt, they went right back into where they came from. So, from the place of their origins. And the gold went to the same place of its origins, okay? And that's where the Ammon priests were across that Jordan. And Ammon, Jordan today. But that's where Philadelphia was. That's where the Church of Philadelphia came from, okay? In Asia Minor, which was the land of the Hittites and the land of the Amorites, which is the origins of Israel. So the Khazars are not Hebrews. They are European. They are European bloodline who proclaim to be of the religion of the Hebrew race called the Jews. Okay, and that's what that was saying in Revelations right here when it says, "Behold, I will make them who are of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee." Okay, those are the Khazars. And it's mentioning the same people. If you look in the book of Joshua, you're going to look in the book of Joshua chapter 9. Joshua chapter 9, which it talks about the Hivites. And the Hivites are the original inhabitants of Gresha. They were considered to be Canaanites, but the Canaanites mixed, like the black men, white women, the black men, white women. This goes back to the kingdom of Nimrod, okay, because Nimrod's kingdom conquered all of the lands of Japheth. Okay, Nimrod conquered the 7 sons of Japheth on the battlefield, so that's why the blacks who belonged to Nimrod was from the kingdom of Cush, because his father was Cush. Cush favored Nimrod, so Nimrod was in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and all those places. In Anatolia, Nimrod's kingdom would have spread all over the land that was for the European progenitor, which is Japheth. He defeated the sons of Japheth on the battlefield and conquered the whole known world. So that's why I say the Hivites are mixed. They're a Canaanite race. They're mixed with Europeans. The black man defeats the white man on the battlefield. He would have mixed with the white woman. So the Hivites are a race of people who are like Creoles. They had a black father, but they had a white mother, okay? And they are the original inhabitants of Gresha, the original inhabitants of the lands going to the west and the north, okay? And in Joshua chapter 9, those same inhabitants who I say are the Hivites. Let's read what it says as soon as I get to it right here. This is what it said. The trickery of the Gibeonites. And it came to pass, when all the kings which were on the side of the Jordan in the hills and in the valleys, and all of the coast of the great sea over against Lebanon, the Kittites, and the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Perizzites, and the Kivites, and the Jebusites heard thereof, that they gathered themselves together to fight with Joshua, and with Israel with one accord. And when the inhabitants of Gibeon heard that Joshua had done unto Jericho and Ai, they did work willily, and went and made as if they had been ambassadors, and took old sacks upon their asses, and wine bottles, old and rent and bound up, and old shoes and cloth upon their feet, and old garments upon them, and all the bread of their provision was dry and moldy. And they went to Joshua unto the camp of Gilgal, and said unto him and to the men of Israel, We become from a far country, now therefore make a league with us. And the men of Israel said unto the Hivites, mentions the Hivites, Peradventure ye dwell among us, and how shall we make a league with you? And they said unto Joshua, We are thy servants. And Joshua said unto them, Who are ye? And where from whence you come? And from whence come ye? And they said unto him, From a very far country. Thy servants are come because of the name of the Lord thy God. For we have heard the fame of him and all that he did in Egypt, and all that he did to the two kings of the Amorites, and that were beyond the Jordan, to King Sihon of Heshbon, and to Og, king of Bashan, which was at Ashtaroth. The land of Ishtar. Okay. Wherefore our elders and all the inhabitants of our country spake to us, saying, Take victuals with you for the journey, and go to meet them, and say unto them, We are your servants. Therefore, how make ye a league with us? So basically, Joshua made a league with these people. And when they were supposed to destroy these people, they made a league with them. Okay. It said, This is our bread we took hot for our provision out of our houses on the day we came forth to go on unto you. But now, behold, it is dry and is moldy, and these bottles of wine which we filled were new, and behold, they be rent, and these our garments and our shoes are become old by reason of the very long journey. And the men took of their victuals, and asked not counsel at the mouth of the Lord. Joshua made peace with them, and made a league with them, to let them live, and the princes of the congregation swore unto them. And it came to pass at the end of 3 days after they had made a league with them, and that they had heard that they were their neighbors, and that they dwelt among them. And the children of Israel journeyed and came unto their cities on the 3rd day. Now their cities were Gibeon, and Shepharah, and Beeroth, and Kirjath Jearim. And the children of Israel smote them not, because the princes of the congregation had sworn unto them by the Lord God of Israel. And all the congregation murmured against the princes. But all the princes said unto all of the congregation, We have sworn unto them by the Lord God of Israel. Now, therefore, we may not touch them. So we've been in a covenant with these people. We were supposed to destroy them a long time ago, our ancestors, but we made a covenant with them. And this is what it was saying in Revelations. The people who are the synagogue of Satan, who call themselves Jews. That's the case to this day. These are the Hivites. This is the Grecian peoples who are mixed with the Canaanites, who were supposed to be destroyed, but they made a league with us, and we did not hurt them. So that's compared Joshua chapter 9 with Revelations, where I just read chapter 3, 7 through 13. Okay. All right, let me read a little bit more of this. This we will do to them. We will even let them live, lest wrath be upon us, because of the oath which we swear unto them. And the princes said unto them, Let them live. But let them be hewers of wood and drawers of water unto all the congregation, as the princes had promised them. And Joshua called for them, and he spake unto them, saying, Wherefore ye have beguiled us, saying, We are very far from you, when ye dwell amongst us. So we made a covenant. They were supposed to be our servants. We never was supposed to be theirs. Okay?